rallies were so peaceful? Because he paid for the extra protection. He paid for 150 officers. What he paid for. Yeah, per rally. Here's what he did. He had 150 officers, and he paid for that. That's what he did. Donald Trump did only paid for the minimum requirement that was asking for crowd control. The minimum requirement. Hillary did not do the minimum requirement. She had 200 officers. Bernie Sanders, 250 officers. Ted Cruz, 120 officers. Donald Trump, 60 officers.
I guess he figured he had to cut corners someplace.
So,
but he was, you know, he was causing the people that were doing the fighting. He was inciting them.
Like I said,
he was
we got the numbers. We got the numbers. We appreciate Newsmax for the numbers. This is where we got this report from, by the way. At every single Donald Trump rally, 60 officers. Ted Cruz, 140 officers. At Hillary Clinton's campaign, 230 officers. Bernie Sanders, 215 officers. But except for Chicago, they had 250 officers for Hillary Clinton at Chicago. And New York City, 200 officers for Bernie Sanders. So, and Ted Cruz stayed at 120 most of the time. 120, 140 average. Donald Trump had 60. Donald Trump always had 60. His numbers were 60. That was the minimum. And this is from Newsmax. Go look it up. Newsmax.com. That's Newsmax.com. Look it up. The Drudge Report has put the story up. They did a retract on it. They retract the story, by the way. This is from the Drudge Report. The Drudge Report retracted the story.
Why?
They don't want it because they wanted Trump. They're Trumpy's baby.
Yep, they sure are. They sure are.
They're the Trumpy Super PAC baby. So I call it the Trumpy Super PAC baby. So the Drudge Report, I'm not going. But I'm not. That's nothing more than tabloids now. So, yeah, I've listened to the last time I saw the Drudge Report on Fox News when they had that that woman who actually lost a child, and then the abortion thing with all the pretty darn graphic, and you don't need to show that. You know, he was showing smut on the last part of the Drudge Report on Fox News on Sundays 10 years ago, and it was pretty disgusting. We saw. And that's why they had to pull him off the air for that. So I remember that one. But ever since then, the Drudge Report has gone somewhat downhill. But now I really see the Drudge Report what they're doing, because they have now retracted the story. They have pulled the story out. They took the story off their website. But Newsmax got it. We have it. And we're going to post it up later today. So we're going to do that either today or tomorrow. So we'll have that story out there for people to see too. But that's from Newsmax. Newsmax reported that Donald Trump's rallies only 60 officers, 120 or 140 officers per rally for Ted Cruz. Hillary Clinton, 200 officers on average, 200 to 250. Bernie Sanders was at 200 or 230. So that's been the average of Bernie Sanders. Only down in Miami, Florida, Bernie Sanders had 190 officers. Hillary Clinton had 210. Ted Cruz had 90. Ted Cruz had 90. This is why Donald Trump had only 40.
And he wonders why. Well, like I said, he was inciting the riots. He enjoyed having those riots.
Yeah, go home to mommy. You know, he said, go home to mommy. Yeah, that's right. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. But you know what? They allowed him to come in there. They allowed him to come in here because of the lack of manpower. The lack of manpower. And this is something that Fox News needs to report. Are they going to? No. Will they? No. Are they? This is brought to, this message is brought to you by Nutrisystem, by the way. Nutrisystem or Sunsetter.com. Sunsetter.com, the same advertisers on Fox News. So thank you for Sunsetter for this report. This message is brought to you by Sunsetter, by the way, or by Nutrisystem. So they should pay us for doing that plug, right? For giving that report out and saying this is brought to you by the Nutrisystem and by Sunsetter. Why not? I mean, I want my fair share. I mean, if they're going to advertise, won't we do ours?
Exactly.
You know, I want my fair share. I mean, I am giving you guys a straight number, straight reporting without the fear of being attacked. That's what we're doing. Trish, that you are. Trish, I got 2 more minutes. Go ahead, Trish. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes. Go ahead and end it right now.
Well, I'm going to say the same thing I said last night, Mark. This country needs to get back to God.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see your country go further, to have a good life, to really be free, you need to get back to God. Mm-hmm. You need to bring God back into the United States.
Yeah, you do.
Bring him back into the schools, into the Congress, into the Senate, into the courthouses. God is our power source.
Right.
And if you don't know God, if you don't know Jesus, you're lost.
Right.
And the only way to find him is to ask him to come into your heart, confess your sins to him, and let his blood wash over you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, appreciate your time, Trish. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again next week sometime. We're going to have a Monday's program. Stay tuned because we're going to have the president of the National Parks Department, the ambassador for the national president of the United States of the National Park Service, the national ambassador, on our program, talking about the 100th anniversary, the bicentennial of the National Park Service. So that's on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Links will be out there. Our videos will be out there. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching and listening to the Patriot Conservatives Tea Party Network, because we are, in fact, looking out for America. We're not looking out for you. We are, in fact, looking out for America. Thank you so much for your time, Trish. Appreciate it. Have a great night.
You too. God bless.
You too. God bless you. Bye-bye.